Yeah, 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 yeah. Microphone check. Lights, camera, action. It's 5 degrees outside. It's almost October. Western society experiences a chill in the air. And as the cold bites your ankles. Leaving the village. Leaving the village, sleeping in a mist of its own keeping. Right. Humanity has always been an irrational construct. The universe bends with a certain certainty towards truth. But human beings have always been irrational. There's a word. Irrational. Ration, to limit the supply of something. But these are your rations, as in during war, where food was limited. You can have one egg, a little bit of cheese, and I'm sorry we have no meat. There's a war on, you know? This is your ration. It's rational. If you don't like it, then you're crazy. What a choice of words. What a choice of language. Oh, the great gods conquer us with the power, with the power of their words. So, in order to keep order and have us ordered by following orders, you can't expect the laws and the rules to follow any true form of logic. What does that mean? Well, people subject to the construct of their innate creativity and imagination, do not readily follow a lot of structures. They don't readily follow a lot of structures. They tend to flow and drift unless heavily shaped, molded, guided, tutored, or informed at a young age. Unless introduced to discipline, the ability to follow a rigid system. I wonder if you can be disciplined at being undisciplined. I guess you could program in this randomness with an element of senselessness. I guess you could. So the great gods observed these patterns of human behavior like scientists studying the activity of molecules and cells through a microscope. And they realized that you cannot expect to use logic to rationally control the larger elements of society. Gentlemen, we have to find another way. Put your heads together. Go out into the world and yeah. You get the point, right? So logic as a value was replaced and is still being replaced by an attempt to control behavior through emotions. Force has been tried and has basically failed. Force has basically failed. The reason why force has basically failed is that we react against that which acts against us. Universal laws. In the physical realm, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. In the physical realm, reality. So, yeah, it's interesting the way that language is used in certain cultures. We tend not to think too much because it hurts, right? Now, thinking itself is a difficult discipline. I often think it's a mistake to think that anyone is thinking. But we have to start somewhere. And it begins with behavior and emotions. Emotions can be more easily manipulated, can be changed. So think about watching a film. Or a movie if you're American. Think about watching a film and how during the action scenes your heart might beat faster, or through the love scenes your emotional state might change, or through the sad scenes how you might feel like you want to cry. It's through these emotional puppet strings that most of society is being guided. It has been well known for thousands of years through theater how people seldom resist an idea which has been introduced through the medium of comedy. Laughing relaxes the body and the mind, and allows for a certain element of conditioning to happen. When we're with our friends and we're having a good time and we're laughing, we're relatively... How do I want to express this? We are seldom thinking about the motives at play in the conversation. And remember that everybody does the same thing, but not for the same reasons. Like, I'm on a road right now, and I'm driving my car, and there are thousands of other people on the same road driving their cars. But we're all going to different destinations. All within the construct No matter what car you have, in the world today, we must all travel on the same road. The car is but your shell for your journey, as your body is your spacesuit for your universal experience. The body that is fixed, rigid, strong, that is constantly at work. The greatest product of evolutionary universal biology, the human body. All the power of the universe contained, held. Held by the skin I am within. And the great gods understood that the greatest war, and all gods are involved in one kind of war or another, that the greatest war was the war for the mind, and the easiest way to control the mind was through emotions. The easiest way to control the human mind is through emotions. The simplest way to be happy is to follow your passions. To follow that which feels good, which feels right. Which is not always a logical process. It's a reactive process. A mix and imbalance of chemicals and hormones and universal elements, tangible and intangible. The greatest studies, in fact all academia, the academic studies, are studies of human behavior and the mind. What are we doing? How are we doing it? Why are we doing it? The order of understanding of choices that we make. The drive Are you driven by what you do? Are you driven by how you do it? Or are you driven by why you do it? The what is visible, and that which can be seen can be measured. The how is visible, and that which can be seen can be measured. But the why, only you know why you do what you do. And most people don't know why they do what they do. They lack the skills of self-analysis. They lack the understanding. And as a result, these actions can be altered. The natural processes and natural actions can be altered. The native processes can be altered, giving us the alternative. So, I advise you to be conscious of your emotional state, of your emotional environment, and of your emotional progress, because emotions are unavoidable. And who would want to avoid those feelings? The feelings of love, feelings of anger, the feelings of joy. Who would want to live without those? Experience them. Use them to grow. Use them to learn. And be aware. Be in control. Don't be controlled. And that's my thought. Let me know what you think. This was another early morning drive cast. Thank you.